Hello, and finally, welcome back again. The long breaks between episodes continues here. Welcome back for some more Super Mega Baseball 4. It's going to be like this for a while. Hang in there with me, folks. I am, man, it has been one of the toughest weeks from a professional standpoint that I've had, and I haven't wanted to clean the house or, like, go home and do anything, let alone sit down and record a video. So I just trying to get around to it, get back into the creative flow for positive reasons right now. I'm having to create a lot of programming for my job, and there's been a lot going on there. But we're back with the Bullets. We're going to take a look at the lineup if I can manage to do so without knocking anything over on my desk. Okay, we've got a Katrina Lynn in the leadoff spot. I'm not necessarily opposed to that. She is neutral, not locked in. Nico Sportsman at first. In the second spot, I think I'm okay with that. Princess Precious on fire in the 3 spot, which means she should probably clean up. We'll get Lachlan Brewer in there. I think he's fine there. And then Princess, look at that stat boost that she has. Disturbing in the best possible way. Kareem Park locked right in after Princess. I think I'm down for that. And then we have... who are you? It's been so long. What? Braden Jefferson. I'm... Jeterson? I feel like I'm dying. Oh, the madness. Shortstop. Why did we do that? There's reasons. I just don't know what they are at the moment, so we're going to move on. And we got Kai Thrustmaster, and on the hill for us... Well, Finley Chase catching. Now on the hill is going to be Stamp Intense, the veteran, as we continue the road trip. And we do so from our road unis. I think I like the idea of that. And with that, we're ready to send things down to Florida as we get to take on the Miami Whiplash. Let's play ball for the first time in a while.
Floors. It's time for the ball game.
All right, time to get back into it on the road today. We'll see what we've got going as Katrina Lynn steps in to lead things off. You know what I forgot to grab is a soda. I've got some cool ones from our recent trip to St. Louis as Katrina swings at the first pitch and sends a ground ball, which will result in her being retired. First pitch swinging the plan today didn't work out. Nico Sportsman steps in that 2-hole. First offering on the way is upstairs to Nico. That 2 spot may do Sportsman some good. He's been struggling a little bit as he swings and knocks a base hit up the middle. As I said, it comes to pass. So Nico aboard at his position on the offensive side.
Number 13, Lachlan.
That'll bring up Lachlan Brewer in the 3 spot as the Bullets look to strike first here in Miami. Beautiful El Viejo Stadium, weather perfect for this one. 2 quick strikes to Brewer, the offering on the way. Outside, he took a good one. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, and he's going to go right down swinging. So on fire, but getting a chance to bat. Here she comes, Princess Precious. Road uniforms with the purple caps and helmets. Teal jerseys, great pants as Princess gets a hold of the first offering, fouls it away. I did not look at the lineup for the other guys, so I don't know what's going on. Princess down the line, that's going to be a fair ball, and the runner from third is going to hold, I think. That'll be second and third, 2 gone.
Number 2, Kareem Park.
For Kareem Park. Locked in, following Princess in the lineup. 2 gone, 2 aboard here, top of the first. Thanks for joining us for another episode. And this one, Kareem, right field, that's going back, and it's going to be caught. Gave it a ride, did Kareem Park, but nothing doing for the Pelicans or the Bullets or whatever team we're dealing with. I think I've said Bullets a few times already. Here's Guzman as Stamp Intense, the veteran, A right-hander fires, and it's 2 quick strikes and Intense. Not quite going to have it on 3 pitches, but we'll shoot for it on 4 and not get the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball keeps the at-bat alive for Guzman, who knocks that towards the right field area. Maybe playable. Land foul. Another 2-2. Swing, this one sent the other way. Just about the same spot that Princess sent that ball as it gets to the left field corner, and good for a double for Guzman. Both clubs trying to get something going in the first. Comes Osborne. First chance, rather, for Osborne. Beautiful day for baseball. 1-0 on the way from Intense. Foul away. That'll even the count. Stamp delivers and gets a foul ball again. A ball and 2 strikes. And Hayes got the punch out. First one of the night for Stamp Intense. Beans Vaughn will step in. Potentially trouble. 1 on, 1 out, and an 0-1 count here in inning number 1. And that's a ball 1. Here comes Intense. Runner goes. Finley fires, not in time. So a stolen base there, and that's fair. So that'll plate the first run of the game here for Miami as they move up 1-0 on the RBI. Bendor Rotten. Can be trouble at the plate. Still 1 on, double play set up though for Intense as he takes a ball. Does whoever's batting that I already forgot, just Beans Vaughn? I think so. On the ground, 2 ball, and back to first, double play. 1 for Miami in the first. They lead it 1-0 as we move to inning number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 17, Braden Jetterson.
Braden Jetterson, new addition. I think what happened was we were trying to go younger and cheaper, but you can tell me as Jetterson flies to left easily for out number 1. That'll bring up Kai Thrustmaster. Pelicans trying to answer back here in the second. It's a 1-0 ball game. And that's a base hit. No, a beautiful defensive play takes one away. And you can't say much at that point. Finley Chase steps in and just a tip of the cap. And Finley knocks one down the first base line, but foul. It's 0-1. First offering foul, second offering in there. It's 2 strikes on Chase. 0-2, and she got a piece to stay alive. And that's hit to left. Could be down and will be down, but in a glove. So that's nothing for the Pine City Pelicans in the second. We move here to the bottom half, the home half of the inning. Nia Meadows playing the hot corner for the Whiplash. Swings and misses at the first offering from Stamp Intense. That's not quite there, and Meadows pops one. Possibly playable and procured for an out. Oak Trickster calling the balls and strikes to be thrown, playing catcher, and takes upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. The pitch upstairs again, 2-1. Swinging and a miss and looking for another punch out is Intense and not going to have it. Close though, and a foul, and another 2-2 is hit on the ground. Potentially throwable in time for the out. Well, we'll take that. Take him any way you can get him. Haley De La Cruz. Stamp Intense with 2 outs in the inning. Goes back to work against De La Cruz and gets a first pitch foul to make the count 0-1 for Haley. Upstairs. And a strike. So 1-2 with 2 outs and Intense. Even count. 2-2. No. First full count of the day for Stamp. And he's going to give up the rare walk. That doesn't happen often for Intense. Rick North Captaining the outfield for Miami steps in. Runner goes, Finley fires, and this time is not successful either. 2 stolen bases on Chase today. Finley's got to be feeling a little bit frustrated. On the ground should end the inning. The throw across will do just that. And so the whiplash turned away in inning number 2. Third inning, it's 1-0. Still plenty of time to get the offense rolling. And Stamp Intense will lead it off. Likely batting for himself here. And he will. First offering swung on and missed by the left-hand starter. Pitches right, throws, or no, I got that backwards. Pitches right, bats left is what I'm thinking for Intense. And he's gone. So all that work was for nothing.
Number 51, Katrina.
We'll return to the top of the order. Excuse me for Katrina Lynn. Got the hiccups for some reason or something. Lynn gets a hold of that, sends a ground ball. She'll be tossed out. Maybe could have legged that out, but she doesn't always have the speed. Here comes Sportsman. And I said teal jerseys, I meant purple before, apparently. It's been so long, I literally forgotten what our uniforms look like sometimes. 2 quick balls to Sportsman, who gets a hold of that and then sends a bouncer up the middle base hit. Nico, second hit of the day, and again, he finds himself at first in hopes that his team can pick him up. And Lachlan Brewer trying to do just that. That tying run now for Nico. It's a tantalizing thing, and Brewer gets a hold of the first offering, sends it down the line. That's a fair ball. Lachlan Brewer with a knock and back-to-back base hits have Pine City in business. And here comes Princess with that mojo boost and a man at second. This could be a big at-bat. Traits all over the yard. You can read them, I cannot. She gets a hold of one and fouls it away. If she connects here, it is trouble, folks. 1 ball, 1 strike to a huge threat. And there's a connection. Princess down the line. If it stays fair, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Princess Precious kept it fair down the right field line. And Pine City takes a 3-1 lead. How about that? Just managed to keep that one in the park. Or in the fair territory and out of the park is what I meant. Speaking of park, here he is. So how about that for Princess? Taking advantage of those traits, but also keeping up the mojo. Kareem behind 1 and 2. And there are still 2 gone in the inning. And it's a 2-2 on the way. And Kareem, wow, what a play. Whoever's over at first, I believe, is what that is based on the camera movement. 3 runs there, by the way, 3-1 your score. Whoever's over there in the infield must have either a fielding trait or just be having a darn good game. And I didn't listen to who was batting because I'm preoccupied by the defensive prowess being displayed from the Miami infield. Stamp Intense in a 1-1 count to somebody, now 1 and 2, so he's now struck out whoever that was, so it doesn't matter. It's the first out of the inning. We'll take it. Here comes Guzman. Stamp trying to now work with a lead. Couple runs. And he seems to be struggling a little to locate. 2-0, and that one is tattooed left center. Going back and going to land in fair territory. So Guzman's got a double. That'll put a run aboard, and the tying run comes to the plate now. Osborne stands to do well if he can do something here. Stamp wants to stop that from happening. Intense goes runner. Finley tries again. This time she did it. Finley fires it out. And that's quick foul ball. 1-1, foul away. Now Stamp looking better. 1-2. Upstairs. And maybe a little outside. That's not close. Full count. And another foul ball. That one pings off the post. Swing! And a miss. That'll do her. Nothing there despite his threat. We've played 3. It's 3-1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 17, Braden
Jetterson leads off, hit a pop-up kind of fly ball sort of thing, and didn't do much last time. And a 1-1 count to Braden. Don't know much about this guy. We are trying to have somebody in the dugout to interview him as he swings and hits one. Center, right center, and Jetterson goes yard. We've been trying to get somebody to interview the guy, and every time we send somebody to the dugout, this dude just walks away. Like, there's no conversation. He just leaves, and I don't know if he thinks that someone's got something on him or what. Kai Thrustmaster, we'll try to get you more. Maybe he's more agreeable now that he hit one on here. Kai Thrustmaster. Try to get that field report from Jetterson after this inning, if we can pull it off. Finley Chase, who had a laser of a throw to retire the attempted steal of third last time, takes a strike. And Chase, as a young catcher, has been doing some mentoring with Molly O'Connor as she spears one fair down the line. And she's going to go for first and keep it. I thought maybe she was going to try to leg that one into a double, but Stamp Intense. And but Finley and Molly have been working together and trying to get more on the same page. A beautiful bunt by Intense. The sacrifice executed to perfection. And the lineup card will flip over for Katrina Lynn. So 2 gone, and a runner aboard for Lynn. His offensive prowess from earlier in this series as a whole has calmed down considerably, but a 2-1 count here is nothing to sneeze at. Now a 3-1 count. Get one and get after it, Katrina. And she'll walk. So, that's one way to get on base, and you don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. Almost said in the mouse. Here comes Nico's had a couple hits to his credit today. Takes one, it's nothing, or 1-0, excuse me. Now he gets a hold of one. Nico Sportsman got a shot right field, and that one is going to get down. 1 run comes around, and a second will hold it third. A second will hold it third. That's not a good baseball commentary bit because it's confusing. Here comes Brewer. He's ready. Lenny Benetti. Sounds like he might have ties to the mob or something. That's a heck of a name right there. But he comes out, and a 1-1 count now to Lachlan Brewer. Base hit, no. Ground ball. The throw, a good one. The crowd likes it, but one, make that 2 for the Pelicans, and it's a 5-1 game. I am getting an update. Give me one moment. It'll be Beans Vaughn leading it off, and nope. All right, well, word on the street is that Braden Jetterson has less than 0 interest in talking to the media, as even after homering, during that break, our sideline reporter, the former fastest bat boy in the league, couldn't chase him down, and he decided to take an entire lap around the field. Our bat boy was in hot pursuit, and Jetterson went back to short after completing a lap just to show him off, and didn't even look at our reporter, which is hilarious. We don't know why. I don't know if there's some personal issues there, so Steve, if you're down there and you did something to this guy, let us know. Steve Speed, our sideline or dugout reporter, and 2 quick hits now have Oak Trickster in position to do some damage here against Stamp Intense. Our inter-staff drama has interrupted the ball game. I apologize. Stamp Intense 0-2 to Trickster. Thought he had him, but fouled one away, did Oak. Not going to be close there. A ball and 2 strikes. There it is. So Stamp, despite that first inning run, here comes Haley De La Cruz. Despite the first inning run, he has settled down quite a bit. Now he has a couple outs to work with. But danger on the base paths and at the plate for De La Cruz. But he's got an 0-2 count on her, so we'll see. And that'll be a out. I thought I heard that one hit the ground, but I'm not going to complain. We'll play the fifth inning. And speaking of fives, Princess responsible for, I believe, 3 out of the 5. If mathematics and memory serve well. Swing and a miss, first offering. Now she gets a hold of that, golfs it a little too high, and she'll be caught out.
Number 2, Kareem Park.
There's Kareem Park. Here's the first offering. Right there for Park. 0-1, and Kareem, who came in doing well, has just hit one to the center field area, and now he's gone. 2 straight fly balls to center field. And here's Jetterson. He looks a little, focused on the game, but nothing to me that would explain the media avoidance. 2 straight, not close for Jetterson, and he gets a hold of that one to right center, and he'll be out too. 3 straight fly balls, and we'll move to the home half of the 5th. Rick North will lead it off. Intense, staying out there. And why not? First offering to North is downstairs, a ball. Intense trying to lock in here as North sends one down the line and foul. And that's not there. So 3-1, and another walk for Stamp Intense. Not what you want to see, and maybe a call to the pen here. Lenny Benetti. Lucy Crawford will step in, and it looks like... I couldn't tell if that was another pitcher or a defensive change. You can read, which is a big advantage when you can see stuff. Is this... I'm just looking at... maybe Brittany Roten? I'm not quite sure who's pitching at the minute. Runner goes, Finley fires again this time. No. So then stealing game strong for Miami here. And another walk. Not what you want to see when you're up by 4. Now Guzman has given some trouble in this game thus far. First offering is there. And I think the bases are loaded, and I'm trying to check on that. Nope, it's just first and second. That was my fear, was that there was trouble in order, and Finley once again can't do it. Another steal. Here comes Osborne. So trouble indeed. 1 out. There's a... now are they... wait a minute. I can't see it. You guys, this is... well, a big strikeout for whoever it is on the hill, because now there is 2 outs. And that'll bring up a big man, Beans Vaughn. Broken bat, that one's foul. 0-1. Foul away, 0-2 with 2 outs. Big pitch here. And that one is hit into right field, and that'll be good for 1 and 2 runs. No, an out made somewhere to end the inning. And I don't know what just happened there either. Can't read nothing. 6th inning. It's 5-2.
The third baseman, number 14, Kai Thrustmaster.
Kai Thrustmaster looking to get back what was lost last inning and maybe pick one more up just to keep the positive momentum. I'm sorry, my headphones. My hair is growing just enough. I'm growing it out again, but my hair is growing just enough that when I put the little belt on top of my head from my headphones, they don't like to stay put, and it's just slipping enough that I just had to make an adjustment for the first time in this game, which is a good problem to have, I suppose, because it means my hair is getting long enough to be getting closer. Finley chasing a 2-1 count. Swing a base hit for Chase, so she's having herself a game. A single for Finley.
Number 48, Brittany Rodin.
And I was right, it is Brittany who was on the hill for us, and she'll bat in this spot. Here's a strike to her. She bats from that right side. We don't see it often. A 0-2 to Rodin. The bunt laid down, and a good one. A sacrifice on an 0-2. A brave decision from Brittany, but she gets it done, and here comes Katrina Lynn. So, here we go. Top of the order again. Lynn gets a hold of one, fouls that one away, so it's 0-1. Right fielder hits that on the ground to third, short, something, and either way it ends the inning. So we'll move bottom 6. The Whiplash trail by 3, and we'll start another inning with Bendor Rotten.
Now in the game, Molly O'Connor.
So Molly might be moving into catch here. And, yep, I'm seeing some green back there, so some adjustments being made, and Rodin may be struggling to get on the same page as Molly as a 2-1 is up and coming. Just got a piece off the post 2-2. Oh, another one just about had the K. A big battle here. Rotten and Rodin. And Rotten wins it. A first AB of the inning yields a single. And it'll be Nia Meadows who digs in. Intense music fades here at El Viejo, and an 0-1 count after a foul for Meadows, who gets a hold of that down the line, and well fair. So Nia Meadows will have at least 2, and that'll be it. Second and third now occupied for Miami. Here come the home team, Oak Trickster.
Now pitching, Marker Douglas.
Marker Douglas, who we haven't seen much of, but he's done well when he's been in for us at times. Douglas gets a big pop-up. Go get that thing. Kind of third base side, plenty of ground here at El Viejo, and that's an out. Take them where you can get them. Haley De La Cruz. Vinny Witness going to come in to replace Haley in a pinch hitting spot as Douglas deals downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marker, the youngster, throws inside 2-1, and that was there. 2-2. Fill in the count, making it tense. Douglas, and on the ground, and there'll be 1, and a run is going to score. So make it interesting, folks. Don't go anywhere. 2 gone, 1 in. Trouble afield here for Marker Douglas as he fires a 1-0 and gets a knockaway foul. I can't see who's batting, but Douglas is a strike away from getting out of trouble. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. He filled the count and fires again. And that's ball 4. And another run is going to score, and it's 5-4. Wild pitch not able to be handled by Molly. And Spud Daniel will pinch hit. Whiplash trying to tie it or do one better, and 2 quick strikes from Marker Douglas as he gets a huge strikeout. Marker Douglas, the youngster, works out of trouble just enough. And it's time to get something back. It's 5-4. We'll move top 7.
Number 62, Nico.
It's Nico Sportsman that'll lead it off. A big spot here for the Pelican faithful as that got tense. Heart rate's starting to slow a little. Sportsman is going to be thrown out at first.
Now batting the left fielder, number 13, Lachlan.
Pass the baton to Lachlan Brewer. 1 up, 1 down, inning 7. It's a 5-4 ball game on the road. So you've got to face at least 3 more. But you want to do something first, and there's a base hit from Lachlan Brewer. So man on at first for Princess. If you can steal second and get those traits back active, Princess is already responsible for most of the runs on the board. And she's about to be responsible for more. Princess Precious puts a charge into that ball and puts 2 more on the board. She gone. Well, it's a 7-5 or 7-4, excuse me, ball game now.
The second baseman,
Second homer for Princess. Talk about a generational talent. Kareem Park following the Princess. Can we do it again? Probably not, but never say never in baseball. And not a home run, but we'll take a base hit. Another one for Kareem Park, and that'll
number 17,
get it to Braden Jennerson. I think he knows something we don't. That's my theory. What it is, can't even ask him. 1-0 to Braden, and he gets a hold of one, but sends a souvenir first base side. And there's his strike. 1-2 to Jetterson is right there to get him. So 2 strikes, or 2 outs rather. Told you guys I was tired. Kai Thrustmaster will dig in. 1 on, 2 gone. And Kai puts a charge into that. It's high. It's going back slowly, and it's gone. Kai Thrustmaster. Not someone you see home run every day. But you bet this group will take it right now. Absolutely.
Catcher, number 47.
Here comes for the first time today Molly O'Connor. The first action she sees after entering for Finley Chase late. She gets a hold of the first one. Right field just about had another one, or at least a hit. But it's a huge inning for Pelicans. 9-4, and bottom half of inning number 7 is going to lead Guzman off to bat against Marker Douglas, who got himself both into and then out of trouble in the 6th. A 1-1 on the way to Guzman, not close. Struggling to locate is Douglas. That's popped up and fouled, maybe playable. Yeah, why not? 1 up, 1 down. And Osborne had some anger issues to work out there in that pre-bat routine. But it's nothing and 1 on him, and now nothing and 2. Douglas trying to get a big K here. On the ground for somebody to throw to first, not in time. Speed too much for the defense there. And it'll be Beans Vaughn. Double play ends the game. Douglas to O'Connor upstairs. Vaughn ahead 2-0. Gets a hold of one and screams one foul third base way. It's 2-1. Gets a hold of that and sends a base hit. And so 2 aboard now for the Whiplash with just 1 gone. Bendor Rotten battled well against Roden. And it's time for the big man. Lorenzo Clark makes his way from the pen. No fanfare, of course, because it's on the road, but usually enters to Semisonic's closing time. And when asked why not use a hype song, he says, well, it's just facts. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Of course, quoting lyrics there is Clark. And speaking of Clark, he's 1 out away from ending this one. Oh, ball's in a strike. Here he comes. That's to right. Playable for Katrina. You bet. And Lorenzo comes in and shuts down the Miami offense as the Pine City Pelicans get the win. Final score in this one, a 9-4 ball game. 9 runs and 13 hits. And no errors in the game for the Pelicans. 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Whiplash. Here's a look at the big numbers for those of you who are mathematically inclined and interested in that sort of thing. Pitching-wise, the win is going to go to whoever pitched second, which, if I'm remembering correctly, is Roden. So neato for that. I just can't move my head over there without fear of knocking something over, so I won't. MVPs of the ball game. Well, you gotta have Princess in there, and apparently you also have to have Nico Sportsman. You have to have whoever this is, Beans Vaughn, and then Princess for that gnarly game she had. Absolutely. I should have zoomed in. I messed up. You can read it. You're all sighted and stuff. We'll take a look at the simulated games, trying to get you a look at where we're at, where we're going. But again, I appreciate the patience. It's been really hard to want to come home and sit down and record the last week. Actually, really the last couple. We just a lot going on. We had our vacation, which was fun. I haven't even made all the vlogs from that yet. And then we got this series. I did play a little bit of the Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown Beta. I ordered the wrong edition. I want to get the fancy one so I can play next week, but I don't know if I'm going to have the inclination to figure that out this weekend. But that's a game that might make some appearances on the channel here and there in some capacity. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Speaking of letting you know, we are letting you know that our next ball game will be at home against the Stationeers, I believe. So we will get to that. But first, player development or whichever. I'm going to have to zoom in for these, so I do apologize. We've got one for Horse Moody, which you love to see it. He could gain Surrounded, which I don't love, but it's not a huge chance. Velo, he's almost getting everything except for accuracy, which I don't know if I love that for Moody, to be honest with you. What else can we afford? Well, any of these bottom 3, apparently. So let's take a look at thing 1, and that's for Ella Vortex, who has been doing well. She could gain Wild Thing, which I absolutely am not a fan of that. That for marginal gains in almost everything. Yeah, I don't think I'm here for that for Ella. I like her too much to risk messing her up with something catastrophic. This will be Kareem Park. Could end up with Easy Target, which I think is that for stealing. I don't really care. But I'm not sure. For power and speed, you don't really have a lot of power. I mean, he does, but yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to risk that. See what our last option is down here before we officially make a decision. Lorenzo. Now, he could lose Clutch, which would suck. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We'll do this for Kareem Park, though. 79, 48. Come on, give me one. No. And then do we end up with Easy Target? Avoided. All right. Marginal gains, nothing to write home about, I suppose. Get your preview of our next ball game. We are going to be at home. We are a respectable 18-9, which is not bad. And our gal, Lily Rocket, on the hill for us. Look at this youngster and the ace of this staff. Just blew across the board. Just about. That accuracy could use like one more point maybe to balance it out. Lily this year is a 1-0 with a 2.9 ERA. Probably our best pitcher. Countering for the bad guys. Does she have any traits? She does not. She's just decent. It will be Emmanuel Robbins. Countering, not great on the junk. Great accuracy for Robbins. Falls behind, which might be useful for us. And an Elite Four seamer, a 1-1 record with a .38 ERA. Notable players for the away team include Owen. And Owen this year batting .241. Just a single knock yard for him. And we also have Drop, who's the shortstop. .256 with 2 homers. So the Stationers Club, not necessarily known for going absolutely yard, and it'll be Meadows. Did they trade for Anaya Meadows as well? Do we have to deal with her again? And then you look at our lineup by comparison. So you have Precious with her 13 home runs, batting a disturbing .413. Kareem Park batting just about 400, .389 with 7 homers this year. And then you also have Nico Sportsman doing well for himself, batting a little over 300 at .305, I believe, 4 homers for him. So, lots to think about as we head back home, and we are power hitters. They are extreme contact specialists. So the defense likely going to be put to the test here as we head back home to take on Hugoton for our next ball game. I hope you'll join us. Thank you so much for all of the support with this series and being patient with the chaos that has been my even more than usual lack of uploads. So, appreciate you. Have a fantastic weekend. If you have any questions, comments, queries, theories, light, bright project ideas, or anything else, please don't hesitate to put them in the comment section down below, and we will see you back home. Peace.